What's going on, YouTube? Let's get right on into this Rise of Skywalker. We're going to talk about it today because I have some feelings. What's going on, YouTube? It's been a minute. It's been a while since I've done a movie review. I think the last one I did was, oh god, it was Terminator Dark Fate. That was a while ago. Alright, anyway, talked about that. Let's talk about this. Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker. Now, a lot of people are going to make videos about this movie for many years to come, believe me. But what did I think about it? The first time I saw it, I didn't know how to feel. I remember I left the theater feeling slightly disappointed because certain things I wanted to happen didn't happen. And I legit didn't make a review because I was like, I need to see this again and think about it. So then I saw it again for a second time, and my thoughts were a little more clear. But I wanted to wait, just let it gestate for a minute, see if I had any more thoughts. And the final consensus for me is that I do like this movie. I don't think it's terrible. It's not the worst Star Wars movie out there. There are going to be tons of videos saying it's the worst. It's not. Everybody knows the worst Star Wars movie is Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. But that's neither here nor there. That's just my personal opinion. This movie, it was really long. It felt like a really course-correcting movie. A good example is the same way I felt about Avengers Age of Ultron is the same way I feel about this movie. I can tell that it had a lot of studio execs probably having some notes being brushed across J.J. Abrams' desk about characters, about events, about what needs to happen, about how to cap it off, how to end it. But yeah, it just felt like a lesser. It wasn't bad. I didn't hate it, but it did disappoint me a little bit. It was delightfully disappointing, I'll say. It's a delightful movie. It's an incredibly well-made movie. All the acting is incredible. Every actor does an amazing job. Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaacs, everyone does an incredible job in this movie. But just some of the story points felt a little rushed. Things that they mentioned in the actual crawl, I would have liked to see. Certain questions we still don't know the answers to, but recently, you'll see in the news that apparently there might be a J.J. Abrams cut of this movie somewhere that we're definitely probably never going to see because it's Disney, and they have no reason to. This movie's going to make $1 billion, so they literally have no reason to re-release that J.J. cut. But yeah, this movie reminded me a lot of Age of Ultron, where I was watching it, I was like, it's good. It's good. The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens are better, but this movie's good. Like, I admit, out of the whole sequel trilogy, this one's probably the weakest for me personally, because I really like The Last Jedi. I like the questions that are proposed. I like the character directions that left everything. I think Rian Johnson's an incredible director and storyteller, and I think some of those studio notes probably were like, we didn't like what Rian did because the internet didn't like what Rian did. Well, a lot of the internet did like what Rian did. It's just a loud section of Star Wars fans didn't like it just because of how it kind of subverted expectations and kind of belittled what we thought would be important. But in the long run, like I'd said to a bunch of my friends when The Last Jedi came out, The Last Jedi is going to age incredibly well. This movie, I don't know if it will, because even though I enjoyed it, I loved it, I liked it, I think it was really just throwing the fans a bone. There's way too much fan service. I love the fan service, but this movie just felt like it was a little bit too much of it. I wish it would stand on its own a little bit more instead of having to so heavily rely on the original trilogy. I want all of these movies to stand up on their own pretty well, but I believe, they told JJ, hey, make a Star Wars movie for Star Wars fans to get people happy about seeing these movies again. But with all the fan service that went down, I thought it was just a little too much. And instead of all the fan service, I was hoping for something a little bit more, something I hadn't seen before, something that would surprise me, something that I want but I didn't know I wanted. That's really, and I'll go into it like an in-depth. I'll upload another spoilery video about the plot and what I kind of liked and what I kind of didn't like a little bit later today. But for the non-spoilery section, for those of you who still haven't seen this picture, It's been out for a while now. That's why I waited so long to do this, just because I wanted everybody to get a chance to see it and really come up with their own decision first before immediately going online. Like, yes, I agree with that. But you know, that's what I do. I don't look at movie reviews. I don't look at Rotten Tomato reviews or anything, audience or critics. I want to see a movie. I want to go into it cold completely and come up with my own 100% opinion. And then once I see it, then I'll look at reviews and go like, well, what did everybody else think? But yeah, it's a good movie. It's the weakest one in the trilogy, and a little too much fan service. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And if you liked The Force Awakens, if you liked The Last Jedi, if you're just a casual fan, you'll like this. If you're a hardcore Star Wars fan like I am, let me know what you think. Yeah, comment down below. And on the spoilery video, we can go into like real details about what you guys liked and what you didn't like. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Peace. Oh, and Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to everybody. I know it's late, but you know, gotta say it. Be good to each other. Love you guys. Peace.